Greetings, my friends. I am Gilles Mancillon. I wanted to come and wish you a wonderful day. I hope it is very powerful. This eclipse have been liberating all kinds of. Well, I woke up very tired. I had some very, very powerful dreams. Most of them, just completely, I couldn't remember, but it wasn't just, so they were not dreams, they were action on the higher planes, as well as one very powerful dream I just had yesterday. I'm going to share that in a little bit. There was some very important announcement, which is the return of Christ. This master has announced that he was going to return, and now it is kind of official. He said he will return before the solar flash. So we'll discuss a little bit that. We welcome him, of course, because the Christos Sophia, there is a million of beings that are awakened, the inner Messiah, the power of love and forgiveness within themselves. So it is enough for him to return. For he will choose the right time, but he will not return in incarnation as born as a baby. He will come down. For many people have different vision on how will this happen. But so I'm going to discuss some ideas. I thank you to subscribe. I thank you to like, to share, and for commenting. If you have any ideas, thoughts you want to share, just feel free. I will be happy to address any thoughts. And thank you so much for your donations if you can. It is very important to honor what you like and what you love. It is very important. For those are really those things that are being threatened sometimes, because there is the dark and the light side that are confronting each other, and sometimes the dark is confronting, is threatening what we like, what we love, and so send protection, call on your angels. It is very important to become master of our emotions, to become master of our fears, to work with that, to not be afraid of fear, and to be master of our emotion, to be free, to be spontaneous, and to create anything we want. We can create, as long as it is for the highest good of all, for our free will. For we all have free will to create, but our free will, our right to live, should not take over the right to live of others. That was the dark scenario. My will be done, and nobody can oppose me. I'm going to impose my reality. So it's not about that. We're suggesting, we're offering, we're proposing, we keep a door open, but we do not impose. And our will to create should not take over the free will of others. And so it is. So it is very important to keep our goals and our desire on sight and in front of us, to not forget what we really want, to keep your eyes on the ball. If you play tennis, if you lose sight of the ball, you're going to lose the point. So it is very important to let go, to be in surrender and trust, but to keep our eyes on the ball. And about all that really matters to you, for it is very important. This body of desire is what we came here. It is what our higher self is producing. So just ask God and the angel to assist you in relationship to your point of freedom, your salvation, your well-being, your abundance. Very soon there's going to be a domino that's going to fall, a big domino that's going to assist other dominoes to come down from all this illusionary matrix. Which one will come first? That's a great mystery, but it is like a house of cards. If God blows on this house of cards, everything will fall, because they don't have foundation. It's all based on illusions and manipulation, all these dark scenarios. So it is... it is a paper tiger. Right? It is no longer, they do not have this power. There's a lot of postures, but very little. They do not have power. You have the power. I have the power to transform this world in relationship to our source and creator. The card of the day is our destinies. We have a destiny to fulfill. There's going to be many choices, but a lot of things we don't have choice. But when the point of freedom, when we pass the door, we turn around the corner, we move into the next street, the next level, then there's going to be a lot of different choices. We're going to have a lot more choices. Yet certain things we won't have a choice. But the plans of the lights confirm that it is all anchor. And they are moving forward. Nothing can oppose the light anymore. It is the final piece of the puzzle. For many of us, many people, I still have a lot of work to do. But for a lot of people, a lot of light workers, so to speak, it is the last piece of the puzzle, the final test, the final. It's really dark right before the dawn. So do not be discourage for it's like this will to live. Sometimes it's like can be it's really too hard to live down here. It's like but there's there's going to be some support that is coming, and this choice to love and to forgive is not something we make once and it is done forever. We need to continuously choose love, regardless of it is all that happens. To choose light, to choose wisdom. I feel very tired. There's a lot of activities on the night that was been going on. Uh, Because we all pass through the eyes of the needle. Our egos, we clear up the ego and we pass through the eye of the needle. And so, in many ways, we're all on the other side already. We all seek different things. We have unique soul paths and destiny and desires, but we all want security. We all want freedom. We all want abundance, and we all want to be connected to life. That's something that's common to all those who are on the ascension path. For this solar flash will definitely initiate a new golden age in physicality, and it is coming. There is no way around it. And so, and because now we because of this eclipse, there's all kinds of old things that are coming back from the past, and it is about clearing up all beliefs and repetitive patterns to destroy old thoughts, to understand the lessons within all things, and for it is one of the magical power that the Buddha discovered to establish himself in lucidity and serenity. He needs to clear up all his memory. So it's like, and we need to sometimes to return. So sometimes we carrying limited patterns from existence, from incarnation to incarnation to incarnation to incarnation, and now it's like, and so to return to the cause, the first time he was initiated. So you move into this old this time, wherever that is, we just say, well, I'm returning to the cause of that patterns that's blocking me. And you ask God and the angel, you ask the angel to transmute it through your own divinity, and then you return to your present life. For the third and fourth dimension, everything we traverse in this physical existence and all our past life is really part of our journey, part of our past. It is part of our process. So. So we need to accept it, integrate it, forget about it, and recreate something new. Well, not forget about it, because there are certain things that we're keeping in frequency for because they have a sense and meaning. So this announced on the return of Sananda. Sananda is a name that was given, Sananda Kumara, after the ascension of the Master Jesus. He was given this name, and he became the supreme, the admiral in chief of all celestial and galactic forces, and so he's the master controller, the planetary prince of our planet. And so he said that he will return before the solar flash, and that will give everybody that have not made choices will be forced to make a choice, because the dark prophecies will not be allowed. There is certain beings that are presenting themselves as light beings, but they have a secret agenda for the light, and other beings that are apparently in the dark, but are secretly working for the light. And so just the appearance can be deceiving. But any agenda that wants a society that's controlled by artificial intelligence is part of the dark agenda. It's deprived of divinity. But we all have the Holy Spirit within ourselves. So it's about claiming our divinity. And we cannot fit spirituality within the world of senses, the physical world of the third dimensional consciousness. Truth cannot be organized. For religionism was necessary during the Dark Age, but the truth is a living, flowing, evolving energy that is to be found in each given moment. So we need to be always attuned, receptive to the divine love of the Mother. For it's like a flower. A flower will open up to the sun and will be yourself, and will get the energies of the sun and the earth, regardless of if somebody is going to see, oh, that's a beautiful flower. So it's like just being, learning to be, just be. And because divine neutrality is really like watching a movie. Right now, it's very difficult to see this movie because there is this dark energy that prevents the public from seeing this movie. Spirit showed me that in a symbolic dream long time ago, but all of that is going to fall. It's like this tyrannical energies of dark. And then we're going to see there is a black and white movie that's being played in 3D. And then if we move into fourth and fifth dimension, there is colors that are coming up. As we move into the sixth dimension, there is new colors that are being introduced. It's so beautiful. The colors of the sixth dimensions are so amazing. First time I saw that, I was like, ooh, just like it blew my mind, truly. Um, so we're looking for this crisp light eventually, but the movie will be clear. Right now it is like a movie, and it's like when you're divinely neutral, where you can just watch the development of things that are going on. For nothing exists outside of divine consciousness. God is where you are. There is no other place where you need to seek God except where we are. Um, and to believe in a power outside of God is idolatry. Yeah, there is no other power in truth. Yet God provides experiences or whatever for every level of consciousness. God is so expensive. But we are all omniscient, omnipotent, and an eternal being of infinity. There is no other reality. Everything else is just a process for our evolution. So we do need to become an antenna to be a receptor, to receive the higher cosmic energy, to become a host to our divinity. And do not let your energy be a match to chaos, discord, and conflict. And your energy, you don't need to. You don't want to be. Well, I have to accept accept the chaos and match it. No, just transmute it. Stand in your light. It's much more powerful. I'm going to pull a card with the moon. For this moon, it's been very powerful. Here, nothing will come of the situation. Oh, that's called. A moon that's void of course. So it's like it's about letting go of all this whole process. It's moving into something new. And so it's very much this moon with this eclipse was really here to disengage ourselves from all this past, which with nothing comes will come from this 3D ego driven conflictual. Dominating we need our mind needs to dominate the reality, but we have to trust in the freedom that all will to move into the trust that there is this one universal consciousness that guides the flow, and flow with that, at which point it's like prosperity lies ahead. There is a great deal of prosperity that is in the works for us, that is coming. And for the earth is a great library, a living library of cosmic consciousness, of galactic consciousness. There's countless civilizations that have seeded information, energy, just as much in the DNA as in the great Akash, the halls of the Amenti, the Egyptian pyramid. This is one of the tools I've been using and I will continue to use for the alignment, cosmic alignment, for the restoration of the energy. But imagine a world of peace already. Imagine a freedom for all. Imagine humanity being a partner with nature and to respect the free will of others, the beliefs and the free will of others. As long as they don't try to impose their will upon you, they have the right to express to be in their own free will. For the everything that is dark needs to come up. Everything that is not seen needs to be seen before it is transmuted. So imagine all the darkness of the world like a very dark space. And then you bring your light into it and you dissolve by your light, you dissolve a part of that. And now imagine there are millions, 100,000 or millions of people that are already activated, that are you unite your light to them and within this dark space, and that liberates so much of the darkness of the world. This is really what is going on. And then imagine the whole of humanity bringing their light into this darkness, and then the darkness will forever disappear from the collective consciousness of humanity. Because we're all connected in a non-localized way. And ascension is happening as a cumulative effort of all those who are following the inner guidance and inner light, doing the work. So we're all serving in a unique way. We're all bringing a piece of the picture that is absolutely unique. And that's why we're all essential. So just follow your intuitions. For the force, there is a dark and the light side to the force. Was in Star Wars, the force has two sides, and it's like which one is dominant within ourselves at any given moment. So it's like eventually the light side becomes far more dominant, the more we evolve, the more the light becomes dominant within ourselves, all the way to the point where there is light only. For darkness is ignorance, and ego is the false self. But there are some that position themselves in a negative side, in the power of others, serving the self only, and some that are positioned themselves in the service to life, in the power over ourselves. So, and there are many that are completely undecided. So and so they do not they are not unable to discern between their light and the darkness, between their soul and their ego. So it's like, and there are many that have a secret agenda. So it's like everything is unfolding. So the plan of God is unfolding as it should. For me, it's like we all have different our soul has different agenda. We are on different level, on different mission, and learning different things, and contributing on our own unique level. All the souls are divine, but they're all unique, and they all have a unique plan. Personally, my soul is working very much with the carrot and the stick. Asking me to be unconditional, but my soul is not unconditional with me. They're asking me to be in the present, but they're presenting me future dates. So it's like we have to make we have to balance it out to accept that what's coming, and to try to align as much as possible. So I had this very powerful dream this last night. I was waking up in the middle of the night. That's one dream that I was clearly remember. It was about this technology. It's like a wristwatch, no, not a wristwatch, a big watch that like you keep on a chain, but it was really big. It's a big technology, and there's many things in it. And when it's activated, there is a mechanism that is starting, and all the timelines is like changing. So it's like it was a pretty long dream. So I got shifted from all kinds of timeline. I ended up with in the Wild West. There was this guy that was shooting guns in the air, and but the most at the end, I ended up in this room, this apartment. It was the apartment of a chief, so powerful person, but very humble place. And it was in this room, and there was and the chief wasn't there, and it was another chief that was in conflict with this other person. They were very powerful beings. And he was in this other room, and I saw that the other chief was coming in, and so I was like, what is going on? I saw the other person just like going behind the door, just ready to attack him or in some ways. So it's like, and then he returns to this door, and then I said, well, I got to do something. So I went and I opened the door. It was like this, and then the other chief just came in like this, and I was like, whoa, what is it going on? Are they going to kill each other? And then something happened. They started. They hugged each other. So it was really, and they were both holding my hands, and I took both of their hands, and I put their hands together. So in many ways, something was resolved. There was something very powerful that was resolved at this point. And in the morning, when I tried to wonder about this watch, this very big, this technological device, Spirit told me it was guarded. It was something that's protected. It is a very powerful tool that is used to realign timelines and go into different. So we'll see. It's quite mysterious. So I shared this info, and then there was many other dreams that I couldn't remember after that because I went back to sleep. But a lot of activity. I feel a bit tired, but I'm doing my work, my diplomatic work up there, my spiritual work, and so. So we send blessing and love to those, and gratitude for this reunion and brotherhood that is the peace that is being made by some of those actions. So the divine feminine is about receptivity, the yin. It is really what the message of the day for me. It is like being like a flower to open to the sun, and so it is very much being a receptive mode and then act from what we receive, of course. So it's like this eclipse was very liberating of many blockages. I do feel it. I do sense it. And so, I hope this message was interesting for you. I thank you very much for your support. I'm going to finish with a song. Which song do I sing? This one or this one? Well, maybe. Well, so I'll sing this one. I wasn't planning to sing this one, but finish with a song and then pull out a few more oracle. I'm going to pull an oracle. What is Ganesh wants to share with us today? Acceptance. There's very much being in acceptance for there is the dark and the light, and there is the plan of God that's moving step by step towards. So what is the wisdom? Is empowerment. We're getting empowered. What we need to understand is a spiritual quest. We came here on a spiritual quest to the revelation of our divinity. What we need to do is cultivations. We need to keep our goals on sight and to keep the eye on the ball. And the outcome will be the guidance. We're getting more, the guidance can become more clear as time goes on. A lot of things, we can ask questions when we don't understand, ask spirit, and then when the time comes, spirit will definitely respond. I want to sing this little song. It's an old song. It goes like this. What a difference a day makes. 24 little hours brought the sun and the flowers where there used to be rain. My yesterday was blue, dear. Today I'm part of you, dear. My lonely nights are through, dear, since you said you were mine. Lord, what a difference a day makes. There's a rainbow before me. Skies above can't be stormy, since that moment of bliss, that thrilling kiss. It's heaven when you find romance on your menu. What a difference a day makes, and the difference is you. Well, it's a little bit romantic. I feel I've kind of like, I wasn't very lucky with my soulmates, but there is a promise that things will work out at the end. So we'll see. Well, it's not very. Sometimes I feel like it's like I've had many romantic success, but the deep soulmates that I have has been more karmic than anything else. So the observer of the day is action, and we're getting ready to be launched into action. We're like a space shuttle on the launching pad, and so the countdown has started. The higher wisdom is miracles. We're expecting the miracle. We are the miracles. We continue to create the miracles as they come as natural flow. And Spirit is announcing quite powerful miracles happening that will be changing our life forever, rapidly and completely. What we need to understand is trust. To have complete trust. Trust and faith will move mountains. What we need to do is purity, to stay close, to connect it to the purity of our heart and the purity of our intention. And the outcome is inner peace. For it's like inner peace is very, very essential. We need to come to that, and that's why when there is something, fear or whatever that comes up, it is to become master of it, to control, to not allow our emotion to run our life, to become master of our emotion, and then to return to center, to breathe and find our inner peace. Well, I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.